Hi.
Hola.
Hola.
Hungry
Hungry. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
and tired, I know. Long day.
Okay. come back to Australia?
October 21? 21? October 21.
Claro, eh. 21 de octubre.
Ah, 21 ba?
Español.
You've just watched part 2 of 2 weeks in southern Patagonia, where I did the W circuit of Torres del Paine National Park for 5 days and 4 nights. This vlog continues from where part 1 left off, with me camping in Paine Grande and doing the glacier hike to Lago Grey and back. Oh, it's not a glacier hike, it's just going to Lago Grey, and I saw the glaciers there and then went back and spent the night in Paine Grande. I did this hike early in the shoulder season of October, which gave me plenty of room to shoot like I was alone in the wilderness. I wanted to show you that being alone is not always lonely. There were not much people in the trails, there was no traffic, and I just took my time taking in all these insane landscapes before me. It was like, feasting on a banquet of really spectacular views. My hike was 80 kilometers long, and the W circuit is called W because of its shape. It's like the letter W. What made me do this hike was to satisfy my longing for pure bliss, which I always find in nature. And I got to know about TDP after several trips to the library, reading this book about 50 places to hike before you die, and that was my next destination. Then I went there, I did the hike, and I came back in one piece. Pure bliss. My time in TDP was just a great time of reflection, gave me a greater sense of adventure, a greater sense of excitement, a greater sense of self-discovery, maybe. I got out of the national park totally renewed, totally refreshed. I felt like every stress I had clumped my brain with was just gone. I lost count of how many times I did this. Wow, just getting stunned and taking time to recover from that stunning moment. Every step of the way was a sight to behold. Walking through golden meadows and turning my head everywhere to these snow-capped mountains, it was nowhere the same than watching it in a YouTube video or reading it in a blog. Just, seeing it in the flesh was totally different. Anyone doing the hike could hardly ignore the majesty with all these creation. There must be a mastermind behind this. The weather in TDP when I was there was very unpredictable, but I think I was just content with it. It was mostly sunny and my trails were dry, and the grand finale was absolute perfection. We were told the past few days had been quite terrible. There was just a huge blanket of clouds hovering in front of Torres, and someone doing 5 days to end in Torres del Paine that way is just terrible. So I tagged along with some hikers for a sunrise trek towards the viewpoint, and the skies were clear all the way, and we were met with this great light show. The jagged peaks of Torres just lit up in gold, yellow, orange, all this sunrise hues. It was just perfect. I had a really good moment just observing the Torres on a very cold and windy morning. Despite that, it was not of a hindrance to us because we knew we were lucky to have that sunrise. The entire hike is pretty much doable by anyone with reasonable fitness and maybe some experience in bushwalking and camping. The highest elevation is 1100 meters. That's in Francis Valley. I didn't really prepare much physically during the hike, but I made sure that I had my first aid kit with me just in case. If you get into trouble, maybe some trips or falls or slips, it wouldn't be long until another hiker would rescue you or the roaming ranger will find you. There's nothing to be afraid of in terms of wildlife. There are no pumas in the W circuit, and I don't know about the snakes. They just couldn't be bothered, getting out on a very windy and very crazy hectic weather in Patagonia. Just don't worry about them, just move on. It's probably the wind that will kill you if you get blown off the cliff, it's just really strong. The gust is unbelievable. I don't know where it comes from. It's just like a different person trying to stop you from your walk. Saw this sign in El Chaltén that read, once you enter the national park, your life is at the disposal of nature. So if you're someone doing this kind of hike alone for the first time, you gotta be aware of that risk. It's given. There's no one to blame if something happens. I don't wish anyone ill fate, but be careful. Always take your time. You know, if you're tired, there's nothing to rush. As long as you get to your destination, enough daylight to pitch your tent or settle in, that's okay. You can do this whole trip full on DIY like I did. I pre-booked my campsites ahead of time. I rented my camping equipment in Puerto Natales, had grocery there, and brought all my food to the campsites. If you are someone who doesn't want to be bothered carrying that heavy a pack, you can go to the restaurants at the campsites. They're very well equipped. They also have hot showers if you cannot live a day without a shower. I have included in the description box below the link of the blog that helped me prepare this entire trip. This vlog was made possible by MusicBed. Listening to their audio tracks helped me conceptualize how I wanted my vlog to turn out like. It's also very Craig Adams inspired with his solo hiking and vlogging and drone shots. I wish I had my drone, but TDP is a no drone zone. So just a reminder, they're quite strict about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you wish to subscribe, you know where to click. I am making a third part of this series, and that would be the last one about El Chaltén and Calafate. I couldn't squeeze everything in 2 videos, so I hope you'd stick around and look forward to it. Thanks, ciao.